We kept our tomato skins from our tomato passata and we dried them out. This is my dehydrator. I've had it for, I don't know, better part of 20 years. Thing's great. We want to make sure that everything is dry as can be. And then I'm going to show you something cool. Not just tomato powder. Something more cool than that. Here we go. We saved our tomato skins. Now we're going to do something extremely cool. We dried them out in the dehydrator like I showed you. They are dry as a bone. Completely, not one shred of moisture left. Move these aside for a second. I like to take a piece of paper, nice and clean, white, folded in half. Take our oregano that we dried here, grew it here, dried it here, and we just rub it right like this until it releases its lovely little leaves. We are able to see very clearly to take out the stems very carefully. We're able to pick it up just like that and drop it into our bowl. Nice and neat into our bowl. Now we're going to process our tomato powder. Be right back. Okay, what I'm using is a NutriBullet grinder contraption. This thing. It works great. It grinds really well. A little loud for my taste, but I get headaches. If you don't have one, or it doesn't matter if you have this one. It doesn't matter at all. Use what you have. If you don't have any kind of machine, let's do it the old-fashioned way. This works too. I mean, you just dump it in there and grind. We do not care how we get there. Excuse me. It does not matter how we get where we're going as long as we get where we're going. Don't buy equipment if it's something that's not in your budget or just something you don't want to do. Okay? So either you do it this way or you do it this way. It matters not. I'll be right back when all the tomato skins have been powdered, and I'll show you what's next. To keep your tomato skins from falling on the floor, which they desperately want to do, of course, roll your whole sheet closed, and that stops it from being able to pop out. Push down to make room, carefully, because again, they want out. They have virtually no weight at this point, so I mean, a good stiff breeze will send these things all over the place. Okay, now, these of course have to be washed. They do stick a little. See, so we'll stick our hand in there, make some room, get all our little friends. There we go. Close it so they don't jump out. If you tap it, anything that might be stuck up in the blade falls down. Okay? Look at the amount of tomato powder we have. This smells incredible. We've got our oregano here. Now what I think I'm going to do, the oregano is pretty, these are just the whole leaves that I kind of squished. I'm going to mix them with my fingers. If they still seem like they're a little out of balance, meaning the leaves are just way too big for our powder, yeah, they do. I am going to, where'd you go? Put the whole thing back into our canister and give it a quick blitz. I don't want to destroy the oregano, but I want to make it a little more even. This stuff is powdery. It does get everywhere. I warn you. So no fans. Real quick. That's enough. Open it slowly so you don't get a bunch of powder in the face. This is just the bowl we're using for mixing. Okay, we have our 2 tablespoons of onion powder, 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, going right in, 1 tablespoon of freshly cracked pepper. Now, it is not super fine. How do I show this to you? It's not super fine, but it's definitely not big chunks. Can you see that? It's definitely got a little bit of body left to it, if you would. And a tablespoon of fine sea salt. Okay. Our little stirring device. Now here is where things get interesting. This is the beginning of where you can go with this mixture. Right now, this leans very Italian. You could add dry basil, and this could be like a pizza spice. You could put this on top of focaccia bread. You can put this on top of pasta. You can toss this with garlic, fresh garlic and herbs. Excuse me, not fresh garlic and herbs. Garlic, olive oil, crushed red pepper flakes, and then sprinkle this in and toss your pasta in it. Super simple, unbelievably delicious, considering it's such a simple thing. Oh, the hot flashes, the hot flashes. Anyhow, if you wanted to change the profile altogether, you could eliminate the basil and the oregano, and you could replace it with thyme and rosemary and go in a Mediterranean route. This is just to give you a beginning. I do this most often because it's so good, and we use a lot of Italian food's our favorite. You may have noticed, I don't know if you have or not, but it is our favorite by leaps and bounds. If I could pick up and reappear anywhere, it would be Italy. Anyway, so this flavor profile works very well for us, but I do make several others. I just wanted to show you where to start. This is a base of what you can do with what would have been thrown away or put in your compost pile. But now it's an amazing spice blend that is completely dry. You can actually add things to it. You can do half this way and leave the other half adding crushed red pepper flake. In fact, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to add crushed red pepper flakes to this. Real quick, sorry. Just so now we have a spicy one and a mild. If you make garlic bread and just sprinkle this over the garlic bread and then shred a little Parmesan cheese, it is so good. Okay, so you just have to make sure you label them spicy and mild. This is great stuff. It's what we did with what we had. No waste, took very little time, and it's fantastic. I hope you try it. Let me know what you think. If you do, I sure hope you'll tell me. Thank you for coming to visit with me today. If you like what we do here, please consider subscribing. It would mean a lot to me, and I hope we can... That's my husband's iPad that insists on engaging in all of our conversations. Anyway, I'm sorry about that. I look forward to seeing you on Sunday. Thank you so much for coming. If there's any questions, please feel free to let me know. I'm pretty good about making sure I answer all my comments. See you next time. Bye-bye.